Every month at the new moon, we begin a new emotional cycle, and we have the opportunity to reset our goals and intentions. The new moon in Cancer is June 21st at 2:41 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Cancer is a water sign in the cardinal modality, and this particular new moon is also an eclipse, a solar eclipse, and it's happening at a very, very powerful part of the zodiac. It's not just at Cancer, it's 0 degrees of Cancer. And what that means is that it's activating a very powerful place of visibility. So let me explain. This is called the Aries point, and it has nothing to do with the sign Aries in this case. Aries point is 0 degree cardinal, and that could be Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. When we have activation at this point, something wants to become visible. Something wants to come into public view. So now we have to ask, what? Well, with Cancer, it's a water sign. It's emotional, it's sensitive, it deals with compassion, it deals with caring and nurturing. So we need to discuss this on 2 levels. Number 1, we need to talk about how it's going to affect us on the collective level, on the viewpoint of the world. So we could say that this very powerful solar eclipse wants to bring something up in our consciousness for us all to see and reflect and maybe heal. And it has to do with, are we compassionate with each other? Is there caring? Do we nurture each other? And we know that here in the United States, there's a lot going on regarding racism and trying to heal that, regarding healing old wounds and emotional stuff that's been building under the surface. For this solar eclipse, more may come up, and I hope, because it's a new moon, I hope that it circulates and it's released and that we start something new in caring for each other. So keep that in mind, it's very important. But we also want to look at this on a personal level. So if you have planets around the 0 degree of any cardinal sign in your horoscope, then it's going to activate you personally. But even if you don't have planets in that zone, for you personally, ask yourself, what do you need to see in your own emotional patterns that could be healed or released or move forward on some level? What needs to become visible with your emotional life and your emotional patterns? What is going to come forward? Because that's the Aries point. And you absolutely need to be asking yourself, are you nurturing yourself enough? Do you know how to actively, emotionally comfort yourself based on the situation you're in? Because different comforting techniques work in different situations. This is so important to contemplate. Things are going to be coming to the surface and emerging for you emotionally and for the world collectively. You can work on both of those levels at the same time, but certainly this is a highly sensitized solar eclipse. One last point, and this is a technique I frequently use when I'm leading groups and we have a new moon in a water sign. I always like to suggest to people to make your own holy water, to make some blessed water. And what I mean by that is you get a water bottle, and on a piece of paper you write key words like love and support and abundance and healing, whatever words you want. And you really mindfully put your energy into what you're writing, and then you adhere that piece of paper to the water bottle. And you infuse the water with that energy. You've probably heard of that technique, but during this solar eclipse, it's a fabulous thing to do. And then you sip on the water and you get all those vibes in you, but be very clear, you are planting seeds. We actually get 2 new moon in Cancers this year. The first one, obviously, is this one, the solar eclipse, June 21st at 0 degree Cancer. And isn't it fascinating? We get a new moon in Cancer again in July, on July 20th, but that's going to be 28 degree Cancer, and that one's very highly charged. So you get 2 opportunities to nurture yourself, to heal, to love others, to love yourself, to spread that compassion through the world. This is so awesome. All right, during this very chaotic time in the world where a lot of us are purging, a lot of us are changing our basic structure in life, a lot of us are healing, I wish you so much love and so much support. Keep your center, keep your solar plexus happy. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.